quadricycle is a special category of vehicle that exists between a car and a moped. It's lightweight, it's got a smaller motor, and it's got a limited top speed. The quadricycle's a category of vehicle that's been around for many decades. In fact, Henry Ford's first vehicle that he produced was a quadricycle back in 1896. Post-World War II, BMW produced the Isetta, which helped save BMW as a brand. It was very similar in terms of the design to this car. It opened out the front and allowed people to exit straight onto the footpath. This particular car has a range of 100 miles. It's got a top speed of 56 miles an hour. So you can charge this at home on a 3-pin plug, but you can also charge using the public AC network, so your lamppost chargers or anywhere where there's a supermarket car park. There's also a light version coming out which you can drive on a scooter license, a CBT. In terms of safety, this has a full automotive chassis, so it's got a steel structure with aluminium panels on it. This is a European designed and European produced vehicle. Most of the parts are sourced in Europe, so it does mean that the tariffs that may be coming on Chinese vehicles will not affect it. A thing of beauty, one of those design-led projects which creates something which is quite magical. There are a number of reasons why we're seeing a bit of a resurgence in microcars. Partly it's a response to the increasing size of all of our vehicles, the SUVs and the 4x4s and the double cab pickup trucks that seem to be hogging space on our roads. There's been a long history of small cars in this country, the Mini, Fiat 500 from Italy, the BMW Isetta, and these vehicles are fantastic to drive in an urban space. They very much make the urban environment much friendlier for people. There's a real advantage for parking. You can also cross-park it. In terms of this particular car, it's just glorious. You know, there's something really nice about the kind of design language and the way it's put together. If we think about the level to which cars are over-engineered, it's quite extraordinary. It means that you end up with a vehicle which is perfectly suited for urban life. Is it cool? Well, I'd certainly think so. It gets more looks than someone driving down the road in a McLaren or a Ferrari. Invariably, the reaction to this vehicle is one of joy and smiles. It's quite extraordinary to see the amount of people that break out their phones to be able to take a photograph of it. You might recognize the logo on the front of the car. Many of you will have a scooter which has this logo. They stood up this as a design study for the Geneva Motor Show, and following on from the interest that it had, they decided to stand it up as a full project, and that's what you see here today. This particular version of the car costs £22,000, but it's the running costs that really make a difference. Like most EV drivers, it's that total cost of ownership, and this is pennies to run. Who's going to buy this car? It's a broad range of potential people. It could be someone who's living in the city who's wanting to save on running costs. It could be someone who's using it as a second car. It could also be someone who uses it as a primary car. And the other category of persons is someone who actually just loves the joy of motoring. There's something really enjoyable about the way this drives. It drives like a little go-kart. You've got a bit of space to play on the lanes, and it's certainly something that brings a smile to your face.